Welcome to the stream, everybody. Even though you're not there yet, let me turn my music down. Jeez, let me turn that down. Wait, not mute it, but there we go. Here I am. Yep, here I am. I'm in this cool thing. Let me just fix the. Okay. Make sure it's working properly. So, okay. Anyways, yep, I'm here. For reacting my thoughts on Bluey. Which is recommended by Planet. Um, yeah. So, anyways, without wasting of your time, let's just go straight to that. So first, let me switch my tab. Let me share it. And let me just gonna go back on Discord.
Looks a bit
Hmm.
different.
Hello.
But
Yep. Now
hey,
you. Yeah. Let me reopen it to make sure it's working. Mm, Anyways, should be good. Say hi to the stream. Amos, my
I
bad. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Anyways, yeah, we were reacting to my thoughts on Bluey. Let me make sure it's still working again because you never know if there'll be some tech problems. Um, yeah. So let's just go first. Let me do something now. I know my character is tiny. I know my character is tiny. Like, give me a minute to make sure things is working. Uh, yeah, it's, yeah, make sure it's working. So, anyways, let me reopen it. Let's there we go.
so
Okay,
sorry.
yeah,
Mom
it's
just
fine.
me.
Yeah, it's fine. We all have some brains and stuff that we have in the past. So. Yeah, let's just start the video and we'll be explaining our thoughts and your guys' thoughts. So yeah, so let's just
Okay.
start.
Uncle James, can we play Space Explorer? Shut up for a second. I'm watching this unnaturally charming preschool show. Why are you watching a show for babies? Okay, kid. This show is extremely sophisticated and can be enjoyed by both children and adults. So why don't you shut your ignorant mouth and find someone who actually loves you to play your silly little space game? Crikey, Bingo! You can't say that to your sister! You have to say nice things! Treat others how you want to be treated, mate! Oh, I really needed to hear that today. This episode of The Odd Ones Out is called... Are you familiar with the Australian animated preschool show Bluey? If your TikTok algorithm is anything like mine, you'll have seen a bunch of clips of this blue cartoon dog all over your...
Let me pause that part. I've seen a little bit of that clip before. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've
I
seen it
love
before.
I
So,
love watching Bluey, and I don't even have TikTok,
yeah,
although I know about Bluey.
Tik TikTok is another social media platform. It's like YouTube, but it had the same like YouTube Shorts and stuff. That's pretty much. Yeah, but there's like some features like like button is there
I
instead
know.
of
I know what TikTok is, dog. I just never thought to download it.
oh, interesting. Let me see my
Watch
check it
YouTube
out
videos,
this.
TikTok shorts.
Let me just gonna vibing. Yeah, perfect. Let's get back. Yep. So let's continue the video.
Okay.
Your For You page, paired with Subway Surfer highlights. Wow, TikTok, clips of a foreign preschool show? I thought you were supposed to cater to my interests. Let's read some of the comments on these Bluey TikToks, shall we? No shame, I'm a senior in high school, but I watch Bluey religiously, and this episode had me all in my feels. I'd say I had a good childhood, but I binged Bluey because adult life is so stressful and I'm sad, and it reminds me of a simpler time. Bluey is for everyone. I'm literally 27, and it's such a comfort show. Bluey is absolutely destroying me as a teenager who wishes he had this childhood. In my teen years and watching full episodes of Bluey. Watching Bluey high is such a fun time, dude. Huh. You know, to me,
A lot of
I'm just
people
thinking out loud
really
here.
like Bluey.
It seems like a lot of these comments weren't made by preschoolers. What's going on here? Now, if your brain is anything like mine, you'll be thinking, why is this show about Australian dogs so popular with adults who don't even have children? In fact, why does Bluey have over 5 billion views on TikTok? Is such
Whoa.
more than Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig, and Coco.
I still
I
like to
did
watch.
not know that.
I
did
still
not
like
know
to watch. I still like to watch Peppa Pig.
Wait, what you do? You still watch Pig? What?
Yeah, I used to love. I love watching Peppa Pig. I loved watching Peppa Pig when I was like 4, like about her age. About Peppa's age, I
Wow.
loved her show, and by Bluey's age, I loved watching that show too.
That's interesting, actually. I did not know that. Well, new fun
Um,
fact. So, yeah.
yeah, pretty much for any foreign show, I like it as if I'm the same age as the main character. For example, I
So,
liked Bluey when I was 6, and she's 6, and I liked Peppa Pig when I was 4, and she was 4.
interesting. Very interesting, actually. Very interesting.
Must have been a coincidence or something.
Yeah, probably.
Melon, and why is this episode number 8 in
Baby
IMDb's
time.
highest rated episodes of all time? This
What?
phenomenon intrigued me, and I was also bullied by a large number of people on my own team to watch the show. So one day I sat down, put on the first episode, and
Well, everything's like Bluey now.
I watched all 141 episodes. Hang on,
Whoa.
James, 141? But there's only 129 on
So, wait,
Disney
what?
Plus. Don't worry, my
now
fellow
there's
obsessive Bluey
140.
fan. We're going to talk about that later. I
Disney Plus.
work in cartoons, and I've been to furry conventions. So Bluey has always been on my radar of shows I'm aware of. And just from the clips that I saw, I adored the art style, especially the backgrounds. So much so that my very own background team has studied and taken inspiration from Bluey's backgrounds. Here you can see my backgrounds taking on a
Ooh, I like
more
the backgrounds.
Bluey aesthetic. I mean, just look at the colors, especially their greens. Oh my god! Doesn't
the
just
favorite one
looking at
from
these
the Odd Ones
backgrounds bring
Out
a smile to
is
your...
the orange carpet. I like the orange carpet the best.
Oh, the orange right here. Yeah. Oh, that's fine because it's orange, and there's a fruit kind of orange. So like it's. I think they kind of made that like it's like a small funny joke like about orange. So yeah,
Oh yeah, it's a fruit rug, just like the
yeah,
kiwi rug in Bluey, and that's an orange rug.
yeah. So let me see. So let me go back to that all. Right. So let's look. So Blue's backgrounds and his own background. I can tell it's very similar. Like very similar. Like the colors and everything.
The first ones have a fruit rug, and the second ones are outdoors.
So like it's like same theme, but like it's laid out differently.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Doesn't just looking at these backgrounds bring a smile to your face? While I was
Yeah,
watching the first season, I realized,
Oh, he's very
oh,
cute with that.
okay, I see why this show is so popular. Because it's genuinely a good show. We've already
Yeah.
established that the show is great to look at, but the voice acting, the sound design,
since
and
I
the
watched
music
Bluey,
are
Bluey's
equally
my
as
favorite
amazing.
color.
So it's also great to listen to. While most, if not all, other preschool shows will hire adults who can sound like toddlers, Bluey gets actual children to voice the actual child
Wait,
characters.
what?
Somehow,
That's why it's popular. That's not the reason why it's popular. I didn't know that. It's actually children actually. I didn't know that's a thing. I didn't know that. That
it's
that's
true.
interesting.
Yeah,
That's
it's so true though.
mm,
Me and my sisters were trying to look up how old the voice actress of Bluey is and who she was, but then we stumbled upon the website saying that Bluey and Bingo and their friends' children identities were kept as a secret to basically protect them from personal info. So
interesting. Uh,
very.
Samuelson said hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're doing my thoughts on Bluey, so you can make sure you stick around and you know. Yeah, I did not know that they actually hire children to do voice acting, which is pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
every Australian toddler in Bluey can be so expressive and emotional. It's impressive that the show got such a talented cast of child actors who don't sound annoying to listen to. Or maybe it's just their Aussie accents that I like. The characters have so much personality, and the comedic timing is something I've never seen before in a preschool show. I can't think of a single time Cocomelon has made me laugh this much, or even smile. The four main characters are Chilean Bandit, the parents, and Bluey and Bingo, the 6 and 4-year-old daughters. Yes, Bluey is a girl. You gotta catch up, dude. Come on, it's 2023. The show also
At first, I didn't know that Bluey was a girl, and then when I got onto the show, then I finally realized that she was a girl.
I I was I thought because the color of it looks like a kind of a boy kind of color, but actually it's not. That's interesting.
Um,
Yeah.
Also, at first, it says Australia, but I didn't see that, so I didn't know that they were actually Australian. I thought
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
like a different version of England or something.
yeah. I thought it was from the United States, but yeah, actually it's not. So they're actually in Australian, so interesting. So it looks like produced with assistance of Australian government and Screen
And
Australia.
Screen Australia.
So it looks like they got partnered up. So
Good at
interesting.
Bluey handwriting.
does not hide the fact that it's Australian. It references multiple Australian locations and animals. They call flip-flops thongs, and they say things like, "Oh nor!" While some preschool shows focus on teaching kids numbers and letters, Bluey focuses on the relationship of the family and teaches its lessons through the make-pretend games that the family plays. And I want to emphasize how perfect these two parents are. These two are the most patient and emotionally aware parents I've seen ever. There are multiple times where the parents apologize to their kids for, frankly, not even doing anything wrong. The dad is like the most perfect dad role model, okay? Check this out. Bingo was sad that dad didn't get to see the leaf bug outside. She was like,
Daddy, come and see. Come here, Daddy.
Whoa, that's really good 3D
but he was
art.
too busy playing with Bluey, being a present father figure in her life. And at night, she's all boo-hoo about it, and he kneels down, gets to her level, and apologizes, explaining that he didn't hear her. Now, I don't have any kids, but if I spent my weekend running around with toddlers, and then right before bed, one of them said, "You didn't get to see the ladybug," I would say, "That's okay. I've already seen a ladybug. Good night." In one episode, Chicken Rat.
What? What?
I've already seen the bug.
What?
It was only 1 second. Well, what's up?
I think my audio. Oh, hold on, let me fix something. Okay, there we go.
In the bottom corner when it's showing Bluey scenes, you could see James watching in cinema.
Let me. Perfect. It's audio good. Okay, my audio is good. I thought my audio kind of glitched a little bit. Anyways,
Let's
yeah,
continue on.
yeah, that makes it. Everything good. There we go.
Lost her favorite toy, and Mom asks, well, where was the last place you had it? The two retrace Bingo steps, and through flashbacks, we see this bizarre day that Bluey and Bingo had. The very first flashback we see, Bluey and Bingo are cooking a chicken rat egg while wearing weird costumes. And through this creative backwards storytelling, we piece together what a chicken rat is and how the kids ended up in this situation. It's episodes like that which really make me appreciate the care that went into this show, and really sets Bluey apart from every other preschool show. Most preschool shows stick to a
Okay,
formula.
let me go back a little. So the tier list. Let me.
So,
Okay, so let me look at
Arthur,
the tier list. I
Sesame
seen this
Street.
one. I seen this one.
I've seen a bit of Sesame Street, a little bit of Arthur, one episode of Caillou,
Okay.
and the rest
T,
was Peppa Pig.
yeah,
And I don't think it's on the
T dot
chart.
say hello. Hello, T dot. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, yeah, thanks for joining. Anyways, we're talking about the tier list. So yeah, I seen Arthur. I seen Simpson Street. I seen Thomas. I seen Paw Patrol. So that's
I've seen Paw Patrol at a barber shop.
I mean, uh,
I was getting a nice
oh,
cut.
that's I never seen this one. I never seen it.
Barney, my little brother used to watch it all the time, but now he's into monster trucks,
Oh,
specifically Blaze and the Monster Machines, and he likes playing
interesting.
Sesame Street games.
Cool. Yeah. Well, let's continue the video.
Most
Yeah, let's.
preschool shows stick to a formula and talk down to the viewer, because typically their viewers are short. As a childless adult, I don't want to say, this show teaches you how to be a good parent, because I don't know how to be a good parent. But on paper, there are lessons in this show that are just as important for the parents to learn. So while watching season 1, I got a feel for the world and characters. I started to piece together, okay, this show is depicting perfect parents, it's well written and wholesome. Anyone, regardless of having kids, can enjoy the show. Let's watch the rest, shall we? Season 2 and Season 3 is when things go from 100 to 1,000. This is when episodes cover deep and emotional topics that I think toddlers are too baby to understand. Let's see, there's the struggles of keeping romance in your relationship alive when you have two toddlers to look after, why taking time to play with your kids can have a ripple effect that lasts into adulthood, feeling inadequate as a mom, what it's like having a dad in the army, parents disagreeing on different parenting styles, moms getting tipsy, implied, dealing with infertility, abandonment, potentially a miscarriage.
I'm just labeling the episodes.
Oh, so he's basically seen all the episodes. That's it. Noah is S class,
My favorite one.
and it's so funny.
My favorite episodes out of all of them, out of all of these in the category of things that toddlers are too baby to understand, I like onesies. Because I'm just rooting for Brandy, or Bradley, whatever her name is, Chili sister.
Interesting.
She's the one dealing with infertility.
Interesting.
Do you think
I didn't know
Bingo?
that. Yeah.
Bingo looks just like her. If you if if you saw the infertility episodes, you'll see that Bingo looks just like Lily's sister.
Yeah. I probably watch Bluey some point. Yeah, if I do the same thing and
You're gonna have to
say
watch
my
it.
opinions of it.
You're gonna have to watch Bluey after the stream.
I know, but like probably later at some point, and
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That
love
one's still up
Bluey.
in the air. And Death. Actually, that one
Copycat.
was in season 1.
What?
You can't even compare Bluey to other preschool shows. Like, what the fuck was Dora the Explorer even doing? Was
Oh.
she even trying to entertain the adults who are
What the-
also going to be watching her show? Dora had the same formula every episode, and there was a map who sang a song that was just repeating the same 3 words 14 times. Season 2, there's an episode where Chili is telling Bluey about how when she was a baby, she wasn't crawling or rolling over as fast as the other babies in her mom group, and she compared Bluey's developmental delay to the other babies and felt inadequate as a mother. And then this pink poodle comes to console her, looks directly into the camera and says, "You're doing great." I'm a he-him male with no kids, and I still get teary-eyed just thinking about that episode. People will tell you that Bluey is a kid's show that adults can enjoy too. No, that episode wasn't for the kids. It was directed at all the moms watching who are doubting their motherhood. When has Coco Melon ever done something like this? All the babies stop singing mid-nursery rhyme, look directly into the camera and say, "Hey mom, just wanted to say you're doing a great job raising me. Keep up the good work." Like, no, that'll never happen.
It's ridiculous.
That's so. I like that line. Oh, that's so good. I was not expecting that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shall we
That was
continue?
funny. Yeah,
Shall we continue?
yeah, let's continue.
I'm still not done talking about how impressive the writing in Bluey is, okay? So please indulge me for a bit. I'm switching into video essay mode as we do a deep dive into the themes and symbolisms of one of my favorite Bluey episodes, Flat Pack.
Okay.
The entire episode is an
I
allegory
don't
of
think
human
so.
history told from a religious and scientific perspective, respectively. And it touches on the ever-growing relationships between a mother and child, all within 7 minutes. No, I'm not reading too deep into this. Let's begin. Bandit and Chili set out to build a new swing for their porch, and we get this great meta self-aware joke from Bandit when he complains about the instructions saying, "I'm not taking advice from a cartoon dog." Meanwhile, the girls play games with the leftover packing materials that are thrown into the yard by their
I
parents.
love that
Bluey and
episode.
Bingo are given bubble wrap, which they pretend is water, so they pretend they're fish. Then they're given cardboard, which they pretend is land, so they pretend they're frogs. Then they're given tails and become lizards, then
You even have
T-Rexes,
tails.
then birds, then furry little animals. Is this chart starting to look familiar? Then they're monkeys, and then bipedal cave dogs. What? Is that you, Mr. Darwin? Were these
Mr.
girls
Who?
playing out the evolution of man through a silly game? Now, if you didn't like the evolution symbolism, I know you're going to love the parents being an allegory for the creators. You know, the big guy upstairs, the whatever you
God.
believe is going on. The parents supply the girls with
nephew.
their entire world. They give the girls the sea, the land, the volcanoes, and the trees. In these cave paintings the girls make that tell their history, they depict the parents as gods, higher up and in the clouds. They do look a little angry. Perhaps they're still in the Old Testament. The parents being the creators is hinted at again by Chili when she looks at the girls lovingly saying, "Aw, we made them." The parents give the girls an Allen wrench, aka tools, and one industrial revolution later, the girls evolve from cave dogs to modern dogs, building futuristic towns and spaceships. Throughout the episode, as the girls go through different stages of evolution, they also go through different stages of their lives as a mother and child. As fish, Bluey says that she's the mommy fish and Bingo is the baby. Then as frogs, Bingo pretends to be a toddler and Bluey teaches her how to catch flies. Then as
Makes sense, though.
T-Rexes,
Bingo
Bingo
is
becomes a
huge
big
and
girl.
Bluey.
Then as cave dogs, she's a teenager. And finally, in the last stage, she's all grown up, ready to traverse the universe on her own. She thanks Bluey for looking after her and leaves on her spaceship. Bluey, now much older as shown by her having to use a cane, crosses the styrofoam threshold which represents her death and she gets to live with her creators.
Wait,
All
start the
this
video
orchestral
over from a few seconds. For when he was talking about Bluey having to use a cane.
Oh yeah, let me go back.
baby. Then as frogs, Bingo pretends to be a toddler and Bluey teaches her how to catch flies. Then as T-Rexes, Bingo becomes a big girl. Then as cave dogs, she's a teenager. And finally, in the last stage, she's all grown up, ready to traverse the universe on her own. She thanks Bluey for looking after her and leaves on her spaceship. Bluey, now much older, as shown by her having...
Okay.
So there's these little things in Bluey called long dogs, like little Easter eggs. And over there, hang on, just lower, more to the left, on the ground. A little more left. There, right there. Yeah, that's a long dog.
Oh.
It's a long dog. Look at it. It's so cute. It's made out of blocks.
Yeah. I didn't know that in the first place. That's interesting. Long. I wonder why
Throughout
it's
the
there.
throughout the entire show, they try to throw out Easter eggs. They want us to look for long dogs.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Let's continue.
having to use a cane, crosses the styrofoam threshold, which represents her death, and she gets to live with her creators. All while this orchestral masterpiece is playing, and suddenly you realize you're crying? When did that start? And then Bandit ties the allegory all together at the very end, saying, "Ah, this is heaven. Are you joshing me right now? This preschool show was able to tell a clever allegorical story with tasteful religious undertones in how many minutes? Did you just make me feel emotions over a cartoon dog? This isn't the only episode you can make an in-depth video essay on. There are plenty of other episodes that hit just as hard as this one. While I was doing research for this video, it got me thinking about another foreign animated kids show with 8-minute-long episodes that focus on a family of...
Whoa. That play Papa Pig characters.
That one's Peppa and that one's George. The one at the top is Peppa, the one at the bottom is George.
Peppa. I know this one's Peppa because I can obviously can tell the shape of it. But this one, I'm familiar with that one, but
George, that's Peppa's little brother. The boys have a round body. And the girls have a dress.
Oh, that's more obvious.
Yeah.
Two toddlers. Except, unlike Bluey, this show is universally hated.
Bro, I still love it.
It's Caillou. I had this like...
Caillou?
I kind of disagree with that part.
Whoa, what's Caillou?
I think I've seen a little bit of that before.
I've seen one episode.
I haven't seen that show very often, so I'm not sure. But the Peppa Pig part, I disagree on that one, because it was popular, like, and it's become a meme and stuff. So I kind of disagree in that part.
Yeah, he was trying to throw us off, make it think like it was something else, like that we still like, but he just wanted to make us mad. Okay, he was trying to throw us off. He was trying to throw us off.
So many tabs open. Okay. Yeah, I disagree in that. Yeah, the eject part, I disagree in this one. But anyways, let's continue the video.
Was universally hated. Caillou, it's Caillou. I had this idea in my head that people only hated Caillou because he was a more accurate portrayal of a toddler. But in the handful of Caillou episodes I watched, I was reminded, oh no, that's why people hate Caillou. Because he sucks. His brattiness isn't even important to the plot. It comes out of nowhere. Caillou will be getting ready in the morning, he spills cat food and says,
Oh, now I remember the show. For some reason, this looks so familiar with me. This one's so familiar. This, this character. So
It's got little parts in the tiles.
yeah, that looks so familiar.
Mm.
I don't know why.
Gilbert, look what you did. He's at the beach and this
Gilbert did
bird who's done
nothing.
nothing wrong gets told to go away. And there's a bunch more examples of Caillou being a whiny piece of shit. And I can't help but think that Caillou's screeching, piercing, whiny voice does not help him be a likable character. I bet real
Definitely
toddlers
not.
can be little punks sometimes, but why would you show that in your cartoon and not have him learn any lesson? There's never a lesson learned in Caillou. Since Caillou was a brat all the time,
If I'm gonna watch that show, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna disagree or agree in this. I had to watch that show to and see if he's accurate or not. Like legit.
I also heard that Caillou is Canadian. I
I
mean,
didn't know that. Yeah, I probably watch some tell you at some point. Cause I wonder if that's accurate or not. But anyways, that's all. This is all his opinion that we all reacting to. So
I didn't like that on an episode cover he pinched a baby's head.
like, huh? Why? Looks like this one looks so similar in this one. Huh? Anyways,
It's just his way of art. Don't judge his art.
yeah.
At least he actually drew fingers on Caillou.
Oh, interesting.
James just got round stubs.
Oh yeah, the art is the same.
Sometimes he gets fingers. He rarely even
Hmm.
gets fingers.
Yeah,
Not even sure toes either. Anyway, shall we continue?
a lot of people, myself included, wondered why Caillou's parents never disciplined or even tried to change his bratty behavior. But after I thought about it, I realized it would be a very weird episode of Caillou if one day Caillou's mom was like, Caillou, what did you do to your sister?
Oh.
I made her look pretty, Mommy. Caillou, that was Mommy's expensive.
What I just saw.
Baby.
What I just saw.
His mom was like, Caillou, what did you do to your sister?
It's okay, she
Made her look pretty, Mommy. Caillou.
Why did he?
Why?
You can just stop a baby. Look at this.
Why?
Shame.
I was not expecting that at all. Okay.
Like, she could just call her baby. Why did you have to do that, James?
Hey, that I I have no idea what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. I was not expecting that. Well, anyways, let's continue on.
Expensive makeup. How many times do I have to tell you not to touch Mommy's things? Come here, you little twit. Mommy, why are you hitting? Getting a spanking! Mommy, you're hurting! I've had enough of you, Caillou! I hate you! That kid got
There's a
what was
point.
coming to him. I don't know, maybe that episode would be cathartic to some parents. Anyways, getting
think?
back to the actual best children's show ever, even though Bluey is literally the most mentally intelligent and educational show for the minds of children, teens, adults, and parents, some unnamed mouse company decided to censor some of the episodes on their platform. It's the strangest things that got censored, too. This horse pooping, Bandit getting
Ew.
hit in the groin, Bandit saying the word groin. This hitchhiker is no longer from Argentina. That one's kind of weird. This pretend cat saying it will pretend pee on the curtains. Bandit hinting at wanting to get snip snip down there. Adults, you know what I'm talking about. And the last 10 episodes of season 3, which are some of the deepest episodes in the series, aren't even on
That's
Disney
probably-
Plus. But that could just be a
probably
licensing
wrong.
thing. I don't know. I kept waiting for the infertility episode. I heard so much about it. I finally got to the last episode on Disney Plus and thought, oh, okay. They're saving the deepest one for last. All right, let's do this. And the episode was about the family playing courtroom to determine if Bandit farted. I hope this video convinced you to give Bluey a chance. I mean, you're still here listening to a grown man talk about it, so you gotta be at least a little interested in it. Through its relatable and realistic portrayal of family life, the show has not only entertained,
Wait,
but
wait,
also
is that
taught
Among Us?
That toy is. Hey, that's
relatable
toy.
and realistic
that toy
portrayal
is
of
sus.
family life. The
That
show
toy
is
is
not only
That toy is sus.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Bingo was giving Pom Poms the Chatterbox toy, it reminded me of the episode of Pass the Parcel. When it was Lucky's Dad's Rules, Pom Pom won, and she got a Chattermax toy.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
My first thought, that's like Among Us on, like,
Those sus toys.
yeah, this, that is so weird. Why they have Among Us? Anyway, yeah.
I guess he might really be into being sus.
Yes, probably.
only entertained, but also taught valuable life lessons to its viewers. The show's emphasis on play and family bonding is so refreshing to see compared to the usual fast-paced, mind-numbing shows aimed at kids. Bluey reminds us all the importance of spending time with loved ones and finding joy in the everyday. And if you still don't want to watch Bluey, have you thought about getting high and watching it? Thank you all so much for watching this episode of James getting obsessed over something he probably shouldn't be. Did you?
Storyboards, assets,
Okay. Let me
poster, and editor.
let me
A lot of people in his crew.
Okay, wait, let me turn up that music for now. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix my. Let me see where it's fix the size. There we go. Yeah, let me fix the chat box.
Oh, Jerb's picture reminds me of the unicorn puppet.
A unicorn puppet was.
The unicorn puppet's name is Unicorse. Bandit controls him. And he figured that out in the episode Puppets.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I learn something new every day, so yeah. Guys, so what's your opinions about that?
Um,
Like, do you like disagree on certain things?
yeah, I don't need to watch this video to be convinced to watch Bluey. I'm super into it. So much so that I even have toys of Bluey's house, Bluey props, and I have a bingo plushie that actually says 9 phrases.
Oh, I don't. The, so you're saying you have like Bluey, like figures and everything, pretty much.
Mhm.
So you have like a lot of like bluey stuff, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say a lot. Just a couple of toys and a bingo plush. That's it.
Interesting. And then I didn't know they actually have their own products, which it's interesting.
Bro, you
Um,
never went to Target and seen at least one product about a blue 6-year-old Australian blue healer?
I think seen it before. I think I'm not sure, but I had to look that up. Yeah, yeah. I For me, there's some things I disagree with. Um, it's
Like about how they showed Peppa Pig shapes instead of a Caillou shape?
I think was that part. Yeah, like I I might have to watch Caillou to see if that's accurate or not, but most of the part I kind of disagree. But when you talk about other shows, I disagree that part as well because um it's another popular shows. So yeah, I just like Peppa Pig before. Uh I seen Paw Patrol before. I seen uh Thomas and Friends. I seen
A
Arthur.
lot.
I used to watch a lot of Arthur back back when I was
Mm.
younger. I used to watch that a lot.
About the Peppa Pig thing, there
Yeah.
every Sunday, Peppa Pig streams some new episodes. They're still going on. They say it's a very big and very pig summer.
Maybe we should react to some of the episodes. Should react to some of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'm it it's a it, like I'm thinking right now. I think it's okay. It's I don't know how I explain this. It's hard to it's for me. It's hard to tell if I should agree and disagree. But I've seen clips about Bluey and stuff before. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just my family.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I probably should watch some Bluey since
Yeah,
I heard
you
it's yeah
I'm I'm super into James' suggestion about getting high into watching it.
yeah yeah no problem. Like that's pretty interesting. Like I never thought about this one before. I would have not done this without you. So yeah, because I don't have like any other stream ideas. But yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll help you with some inspirations.
Yeah.
I'm not available at Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, or Saturdays.
Okay. So when you be free, like when I stream next, like do you
Um,
know?
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Wednesday, Tuesday. Okay, got that.
Sometimes Saturdays.
Yeah, this
This week is
depends.
this week is Sunday, and the next week is Saturday, and over. It just goes on in a pattern.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. So that I guess that's pretty much it. Let me. I know it's kind of short stream. I usually stream like around like 1 or 2 hours before in my previous streams, but yeah, since we're reacting to it live, there's nothing. Yeah.
Video's been 15 minutes and 37 seconds long, when it's 16 minutes and 5 seconds long.
Yeah, let me. Well, should we end the stream?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me.
I'll see you guys.
Well, guys, thank you for joining the stream. Let me do something really quick before I end.
Thank you guys so
Oh,
much for joining
oh,
Dog's
let me.
stream. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If so, please make sure to like and subscribe. And
Yes, that's pretty
also,
much.
yeah.
Pretty much
Um,
everything. Yeah. If you guys are watching this stream anytime, this is the day that you'll be watching. I mean,
this has been
it's yeah.
super good. So dramatic, funny, emotional.
Yeah. Like the stream can I I post videos on some days and stuff. So, well, actually, what I feel like doing. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Like sensitivity. There we go. Well, anyways, thank you for joining. I'll catch you guys in my next stream. Peace out, everybody.